Side by side with the fastest sprinters in the world, André Degrasse proved himself last night with his bronze medal finish in the 100-meter sprint.
Hop up on the step, my boy. And he does. As we said, the youngest man in the field.
That's Degrasse receiving his medal just moments ago. Following the event last night, he spoke about his third-place finish and what it was like competing next to the best.
It was an amazing race. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I can't complain. To be able to race against Usain and Gatlin and being a part of the same race as them and be a part of history today in Rio, it was a great feeling for me. And I just have so much to learn from that race, and I'm just going to take it in and get ready for my next race.
Well, to talk some more about André Degrasse's bronze medal and about what might be in store for him as a sprinter, we've reached someone who's fairly famous when it comes to Olympic wins. Robert Esmie was part of Canada's 4x100 meter gold medal winning team back in 1996. Robert, first of all, what did you think of the race?
It was fantastic. I love the fact that Degrasse stayed in the moment. He brought his A game, his calmness, his charisma, and he stepped up, as we all expected, and he pulled off the bronze medal. He's definitely one of the men of the future.
We also got a pretty nice endorsement from the man of the present, Usain Bolt. How far is that going to go for a young sprinter?
It's going to go very far, including into his bank account. It's like watching the Karate Kid back in the days. The Miyagi, the master, pass on the torch. That's phenomenal. And Bolt is right. He is the future.
What does this do for André Degrasse in terms of his progression? Will he change the way he's going? How should he react to this?
Well, he should be very humbled as he is, and very blessed to be the chosen one. He's got a great group steward, Dan Pfaff, around him. His mother, his foundation is solid, and overall be patient in the progress over the next 4 years. But definitely, I see him probably running 9.6 in the next 4 years and develop that over time. And he's the man of the future.
What kind of big choices is he likely to have to face as his career unfolds, particularly in the next couple of years?
One of them is probably will be the critics. Once again, they can hurt you mentally and emotionally, which can hurt you physically as well, with the stress of the pressure of the people. But as long as he's able to put that aside each time and focus on his preparation each year, minimizing the injuries, because we're athletes, it does happen, and try to minimize that third year, I think he's going to be phenomenal. And his development, his physical component will develop over the next 4 years as well as mental, his preparation of handling greater stress that put on to him by sponsors, by the society wants more of him and different things. So he'll handle that over the next 4 years. He's in a very good group.
When you talk about, you mentioned Usain Bolt could go right to his pocketbook or his checkbook. How much of that needs to be managed? How great are the expectations from sponsors and people with money on a young athlete like that? And how do you think he'll respond?
Well, he's responding a great way right now because, once again, his mother is helping him through that process. I'm sure he's got a lawyer in hand right now to worry about that. Only advice to him is, while he's doing that, maybe once a year on his downtime, he probably get about three weeks per year. It's within that 3 weeks, make sure he look at his paperwork. Make sure he goes over everything with his lawyer to make sure everything's being met and paperwork's being added. Sometimes as an athlete at that structure, we put a lot of trust in those people. And I just want to make sure within that 3 week time, he does his own audit. He does his own paperwork and make sure he also takes some business course along the way to make sure he understands the numbers and the value that he has and investment for the rest of his future, for the rest of his life.
On the track, what do you think he will do now, or maybe should do now, to push his career to this next level?
Well, he's coachable. Continue that. Continue the trust with his team. It's a brand new team that he just put together this year. So at least have that trust factor for the next 4 years and the development. Pfaff has proven that he's trustworthy in development. Stewart, another great coach in the past, is formed together with those group. He's got great training partners with him. And just to make sure he stays healthy and develop. Obviously, they're going to keep his uniqueness, that arm swing together. That's part of who he is, and develop the other pieces around here. So he's in great group, great advice, great mentorship. Donovan Bailey, Bruni Surin, myself, any one of us he can call at any time around him. So he's got a great system in place.
We appreciate your time. Robert Esmie, thank you very much.
Anytime.
Well, before we go, a quick update on Canadian Sean Barber, who's jumping right now in the pole vault. Barber